Go. That work? Yeah, that worked. The wrong one? The wrong one? Making sure my audio is working. I'm gonna cut that down. Alright. I guess we can start. Alright, day 2 on this update. Today we're at $56 so far. We got about 6 hours before the end of the day. Yesterday we were up. We were at $90, I believe. So how much of a different? It's been a slow 2 days for the Pokemon community. But you can see my charts there. It's been kind of fluctuating. Holiday season during the 31st of Christmas, excuse me, not Christmas, Halloween, we made a profit about $50, so nothing much of a difference there. But it's been up high. Profit's been about around $180 to $200 within those last late October to early November. So yeah, but now we get that little slowdown. This is the best time for me to just really organize and continue listing items, because my inventory is completely a mess. I have so many cards, so many things that's coming in every day, and I really need to start listing all these items, or else I'll I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Probably just keep them in storage or something like that. But yes, and this is exactly what I'm working on now, is just to organize and continue listing items. That is my ultimate goal within the next couple of weeks or so. So you can see here, I am working on my next batch to list. It's gonna be on this box here. Right now, I'm just organizing them by elements. Elements. I'm just kind of making this a lot easier for me, and combining fighting type and grass type together, and fire type and water type, of course. And then it's just a lot easier for me later on to organize them in dragon and lightning, of course. Yeah, so this is what I do. It takes me about 30 minutes to organize 1,000 cards. Not that hard. I know some YouTubers out there make it so difficult. I don't know why. This is the fastest way to do it. I'm just giving all my little technique of how doing this. Look how quick this is. And this is not destroying the card. And that's another tips I want to put out there is stop babying your cards, especially for the $1.60 card. Stop babying them like they're gonna be a mint condition. No, we're gonna sell this as near mint. They're always gonna be near mint. Yeah, so stop babying your card. Get it done fast as possible. Efficiency is key when it comes to this kind of stuff. Come on, I'm at over 10,000 items in my store now within the last 1 month. I list about 200-300 cards daily. If I have more time, I'll do more, but right now working a normal job and doing this at the same time is a lot of work. And of course, I have my hobbies. I have to fulfill that as well, so can't be slave to work. This is also a hobby / a business. I enjoy doing this. I have a lot of fun doing this. Spend about 2 hours doing this daily, and I love it. I love the community. I love going out to trade nights and meeting people, doing deals. Another thing that I utilize, every trade nights, I like to pick up good cards that I could put on my store. I know I've been doing a lot of just random hollows and reverse hollows, but I think at some point on we want to upgrade to rare cards and just dump a bunch of rare cards in our store. we have a lot of rare cards in our store. It's just that we've been so focused on the hollow foils and reverse hollows that we just don't have enough time to list all of our rare cards. And I don't mind sitting on them either. That's the reason why I haven't been listing them, because values on these fluctuate very quick. There are some reverse hollows and hollow foil that very worthy to keep out there at the value of $10 to $5. So always keep an eye on those. That's why it's really good to know the market. And that's anything, right? And I this is just Pokemon, but I do other work as well behind Pokemon stuff. I do other stuff, and that's just everything that comes into the market. You just gotta really know what sells and don't sell. And there's a niche for everybody out there. Everything sells. It's just a question of when is it gonna sell. What's the rate of sales on that type of item. But yes, everything do sell. It's just when is it gonna sell? The sell to true rates is what we call it, right? Knowing the sell true is very, very important when it comes to reselling and being part of this type of business / hobby. So I got all these done. Usually what I do is I'll just put them on the side. It's a lot easier for me to work with them later on. Put that there. I'm on Discord also. We're live on Facebook as well. Cool. Why do I do this? Why do it's fun. I truly enjoy organizing. I love the hobby. Grew up watching and playing Pokemon. It was one of the first few games that I ever owned. The Pokemon Yellow was introduced by my neighbors when I first got here in America, and that was like 20 plus years ago. And ever since then, I've been locked on to even Final Fantasy. That was one of the first few games that I played. But I truly enjoy the hobby, and it's always been something that I go back on to do. But I do collect other things as well, not just Pokemon. Do a lot of vintage cards, wrestling cards, Magic Gathering cards. Not much, but do a lot of Star Wars, a lot of vintage stuff. Alright, so here's a pile, right? It's so overwhelming, right? Now notice a lot of people make this thing so difficult. Again, simple, man. Trainer there, grass type, normal type, trainer, normal type, fire type, right? Normal type, fire type, and water type. Will pile this all together there. Stop babying your card. Just, again, efficiency is key. You'll make one or two mistakes. One probably get loose in another, but we're gonna go through it again anyway. So who cares? The trainer goes there. Grass type, fighting type, boom, lightning. This is so easy. I do this within 30 minutes. I am done. Back to listing items. What we're gonna do later on, we're gonna list all these 700 items today. That's usually what this one box is. It's 1,000, but I usually like to keep 700 in one box. It's just easier for me to organize things and move things around. When you're not squeezing 1,000 cards in one box. That's the last thing you want to do is bending the card. You don't want to do that. But, I said that don't baby the card, but it doesn't mean go out and start smashing your cards. And respect it, Alright, we got those. Trainer, boom, type, grass type, trainer, fighting, grass type. Boom, 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 boom. This is so good. Yeah, they're all kind of all over the place. That's fine. Again, one or two get loose in there. It's okay. We'll find them. Here. By the way, trainer, I keep them always sells out with trainers. They always go very quick, and I love having them around. Especially this card right here. I'll make money out of that. I kind of do miss playing video games, just sitting my butt off, live streaming. That days are over, man. I want to utilize my time and do it where I could make profit out of and enjoy doing. And this is the thing that came up that I truly enjoy is, selling the hobbies, collecting stuff. I love collecting stuff. I have so many collections at home. Crazy. And I preach that a lot to a lot of people out there. It's always good to find a hobby, try new hobbies as well. But you just never know whether you like it or not. I didn't think I was going to be doing this. Look at me now, a month and a half later, here I am, having so much fun, meeting people, collecting new cards, and there's so many cards that I have never seen since middle school. That was many years ago since I stopped, collecting or putting time on the Pokemon cards. It's just been so long. A lot of these are very new to me, but I'm learning as I go. I don't know exactly how my audio is. I hope my audio is good. So last stream was pretty okay. Camera in the other end, I do need to upgrade this. Maybe that will be the next investment. You can see at the chart there, we're at $56. I could refresh this, see if there's any sold today. Yeah, we still have $56 today. Is that good? Not where I want to be. Not where I want to be on my store. I'm at 10,000 items. I want to be at least $100 to $80 of net profit daily. That's where I want to be, and I'll be happy doing this, 2 hours a day. And I'm happy now. I mean, but that's where we want to be. That's the goal. That's what we're aiming for. Is we want to be at $80 a day net profit. So that's about $100 to $110 sales. And how am I doing so far? As you can see on my chart there, we've been pretty good at high up to $150 to $200 since the end of October. Since October to all the way to beginning of November. Now we're on a slow mark, holiday season, right? It's usually a very slow season when it comes to online, even arbitrage. It's just very slow unless you're buying holiday gifts and stuff like that. No one really spending money at this time. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just saying stuff just as far as my experience with eBay in the last 3 years. It's looking at my charts, it's been always low for me. Maybe some of you guys got a better experience than I do with your sales, but my sales within the last 2 years during this time of the year, it's always very low. But yeah, so that's where we want to be. We want to be at $80 with just these reverse hollow and there's some of our vintage cards that we sell daily. We sell a lot of vintage cards. It's crazy the amount of vintage cards that we sell every day. And people buy and pick these cards, the reverse hollows, adding it to their cards. We take off about $1.60 out of these cards a day. So if 5 of these sells, it's good money. See how quick we did this, guys. We're almost done. Almost done. See here, it doesn't break the card. Stop babying your card. Where did I put my grass type? Did I even pull my grass type? Oh, there they are. Alright, fire type and water type. Cool. Alright, we're halfway done. Pretty goddamn good, to be honest. Alright, grass type. This goes in the middle, right? To the bottom, right? Goes to the right. left. Water type. How easy that is. Got trainers coming in. Out of grass type here. Alright, here we are. How easy that is. This is fun. I enjoy doing this. I love knowing that, you know, I love looking at my collections on the wall. And every time I wake up in the morning, I go through, pick up whatever, you know, box that's in there and just kind of look at what I worked on. And I love seeing things moving. That's another thing, you know, when things sell, it's just super exciting. Yeah, sure, I sold $56 worth of Pokemon cards today, and we're at 6 more hours before the end of the day. And I think we're gonna reach, finger crossed, we hit $80 today. I'll be happy. That's where we want to be. That is exactly where we want to be today. I'm slacking here. I'm just trying to think of other things to talk about. Yeah, consistency is key. You gotta respect the hobby, respect the business. Treat it, treat it as a business. Don't just treat it as a hobby. Enjoy it, have fun. When things don't sell, it's okay. Just keep going, keep grinding, keep listing. Eventually, things will go up. All of these will sell eventually, and that's the kind of thing. My experience with eBay in the last 3 years is, you're gonna have bad days. There are days things is gonna slow down, and that's just anything in market. It's just a matter of what you're gonna do next. And if this thing, don't go well in the next couple of months, plan B. But I'm gonna stick it out. I think this is great. As far as my experience with reselling in eBay, things fluctuate very quick. The Pokemon hobby has always been a growing hobby. There have been time that it had slowed down, but it always hit back in the sky. So that's why the longer things, the longer they are, the higher the profit, right? That's why I don't mind holding on them, and I don't mind keeping them in my store. I know that eventually the value is gonna go up, and eventually people are gonna start looking for these cards. Fighting type, trainer, a lot of trainer. We need all the trainers. Those are the one that sells for me. Oh, of course, the playable cards, all the play sets. Those are the stuff that everybody wants. We try to get as much of those we can. I can show you an example of play set that sells in my store daily. Oh yeah. All these cards, I sell them at $1.60. They go out once a week. You got once a week, so I mean 56. Where we at? $56 sale today so far within the last couple of hours here. I mean, that's not bad for Pokemon cards, right? And such a small little items. I could sit this on the wall. My store could probably do 30,000 items, and that's it. I'm done. I don't think I'd be able to load up a couple more cards in my store. So I'm at 10,000 now. I think from there, I think I'm done. 10,000, and then from there, I'm aiming for 20,000 by the end of this year. And then we'll see. I'll talk to the wife what else we could do. Maybe move some of my inventory outside. I don't know, because right now at 10,000, not bad. I could definitely do 20,000, but 30,000 is questionable. A lot of cards. A lot of cards. If you work with cards daily, you'll know what I mean. This is a lot. These are all reverse hollow, by the way. I don't know if I shifted all the hollows. All reversed. I might have already shifted them. People enjoy watching. I noticed in the last video, people enjoy just watching me go through the cards. I guess people just love seeing cards. I know. Like to look at the cards. I do too. I mean, when I'm, eating breakfast, I like to put on a YouTube video and just watch open packs or talk about their business. While what I should do next is packing. I think people love packing as well. I'll pack some Pokemon cards and show you guys how much cards I pack daily. Today I did about 72 items, 72 cards that was shifted. That's about 40 something orders. Pretty good. If I can get 40 orders daily, I'm happy. We want to be at $80 a day. That's where I want to be, and it has been really good in the last 2 months. It's been great. This slowdown is a learning curve. Take advantage of this slowdown to, this is on the playset cards. Kirlia, very good cards. People will buy those. I don't know. Everybody got a hobby. This is my hobby. This or going out fishing, going to the gym. I love this. I truly enjoy having to do this. And then, meeting people, doing trade nights, picking up cool cards. And it's great too. My wife and my daughter really enjoy this, and we have a lot of fun doing this together. My daughter is getting older now, and her hobby is starting to change. So, she was the one that got me into this, and then now look, she's about to be 13 this week, and now she just got done flag football, and she want to do other things now. And she was on cross country for a little while. It's elementary school, and now we're talking about doing something else. I don't know. She very undecisive when it comes to like hobbies. So she joined a hiking club. That's great. I'm happy for her for that. I love hiking. Hiking is what got me into the military, the Marine Corps. I hiked my whole entire pulley. And actually, I started hiking before I even thought about going to the Marine Corps. I guess hiking truly did help balance that. All the strength training that I did gave me some sort of realization. Why am I doing all of this? I'm going to use it someplace very useful. Boom. Join the Marine Corps. Why the fuck not? I think that's exactly what happened. I'd hiked so much growing up, all I did during high school too, just hiking. All right, you have a timer. How long have we done? How long we did? That's about 700 cards. That hasn't been 30 minutes, right? Has it been 30 minutes? There's no way. It's been 30 minutes. Probably less than that. Probably been like 20 minutes or so. All right, let's do this quick. Get this done. We can move on to the next thing. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing this every day, just to kind of, not every day, but I'll try to do it every day. I got my normal job as well. Yeah, I'll do this more often, and hopefully I could educate some people about eBay or Pokemon, or I'm learning to myself. This is, by the way, I want to show you guys one of the, these are all playset, by the way, and slash, people buy these, people pick them up all the time. And the Bulbasaur is literally times 4 of this. It's like $8. Crazy, right? Yeah, so we keep those, and I just sell them $1.60, and people can, you know, build their deck or whatever. All right, so we're done with those. I'll show you guys what I do next. Yeah, 20 minutes. You know, it took me 20 minutes to do this. It's pretty goddamn good. Ugh, that is a lot of reverse hollow, dude. I bought this in eBay, by the way. I paid 120 for 1,000. What was it? No, it was I paid $110 for 3,500 hollow and reverse hollow. Was it worth it? Heck yeah, I'll pay for that. Turn this to 1,000. All right, let's refresh. I always like to do this just to kind of keep you guys updated. Let's refresh here, see what's good. Oh, we're still at 56. I just like to show you guys, like when things move. All right, this is what I do next. Now I separate the dark type and psychic. This is what I do. Very simple, and I do this because I get to even miss anything also. Yeah, didn't miss anything at all. Yeah, that one. Yeah, how quick this is. Crazy. Very easy. You didn't even see it. Done. Done. I do the same thing with, put that down here. You guys can see it. The same thing with this. Very easy. Very easy. My wife is almost home. Alright. Very simple. Okay, cool. Get that done. Alright, so we got these done. Yeah, I know psychic, there's a lot of psychic on the new era. A lot of psychic type. Mega evolution, especially trainers, a lot of trainers. All these trainers that I got here. Crazy. Which is good. The trainer sells for us. Like, a lot. I don't even know what to put up. I'll put it right there. Okay, now we'll deal with the metal type and normal type. See there? Again, when I'm taking these photos, it's kind of get organized again. That's the reason why efficiency and speed is key when it comes to doing this. So I'll make one mistake. I'll probably miss one or two, which is completely okay for me. Completely okay, because when I'm taking photos, I'm gonna see them, because I'm gonna take photo of one of each of these cards on my machine. So at the end of the day, it's good. There's no perfection needed, because the way how we set up, or the way how we do this, it just perfected itself. So that's one of the reasons why I don't babe the card. I don't, we don't slow down. We don't slow down. Right, we're done with metal type, and I'm just gonna put them all together like this. Easier for me. Same goes with the psychic, and for me to organize them later on. It looks so cool, man. Just looking at them like this, looks so nice. Alright, there's not many dragon types on the Mega Evolution. Same goes with electric type. There's not many. The pull rate on these sucks, by the way. They're just not very common, I assume. Or the day ends. Again, our main goal is $80 net sell, so it's about $110 of sales daily. That's where we want to be, and it has been really good within the last 2 months. This 2 days is a slow day for us. We averaged to about $80 sales, so $60 net sales have been really good for us. Yeah, hasn't been really good this last 2 days, but you know what? Again, like I said, we got to take those losses because it's the weekend, and plus, you know, Pokemon tend to slow down during this time of the year. Once we hit January, you know, everything was gonna get back. Right now, the best thing to do is just continue collecting, and I think my next goal is to start focusing on higher end cards. And now that we had invested a lot of money on hollows, reverse hollows, and vintage cards, I think the next step is to change the game a little bit and start investing on higher ends. I think that's what we're gonna do, and we still keep it at up high, and we will continue buying hollow, reverse hollow, common, uncommon cards. But I think this time, now that people are getting rid of their cards, I want to buy all the higher end at a good value. Oh, we're done here. This is done. This is ready to be photographed. So put this in my machine, photograph it, list it with our AI, and we're good to go. It takes me a whole entire hour for so 20-30 minutes of doing this, and then to take photos takes me about another 20-30 minutes. Listing, it's very quick, 15-20 minutes as well. So yeah, about an hour. So it's fairly quick because of the way how we set up our AI. Yeah, not bad at all. Again, these are all normal type and metal type. They're already organized. We're just gonna put it in the box just like that. Grass type, put it in the back here, and then fighting type, I used to call it earth type, and then water type and fire type. Those in here. Again, these are all reverse hollow. I'll go in here. Electric type and dragon type. It's in the back. I always like to put the trainer in the front. Always in the front. And I usually do put the normal type in the front as well, but we'll arrange that later on. Very simple. You guys can see it doesn't take that long. This is actually more than 700. This is about I think this is almost 1,000. This is about 1,000, I think. You know how you can tell, boys? Check this out. So one ETB box, right? One ETB box is about 500 to 550. That's about 500. Okay, it's about maybe 800 cards in here. Yeah, it's about 800, not 1,000. Okay, this is good. Now we'll just photograph this later on today. But this is ready. So I'll put this on my ready box. And I got one more thing that we could work on, and then show you guys this pile that I got. I picked this up the other day as well. I have orders that comes in every day. I buy so much cards, it's crazy. Like daily, I'm always scrolling on eBay or Facebook Market, always looking for unwanted cards. Bulk hollow, reverse hollow. But again, I think I'm gonna stop doing this and start buying high-end cards that we're at this low season. I want to pick up everybody's high-end cards. I'm looking at here, there's bulk of 3,000 for 30 bucks. Usually I would pick that up, but no, I think this time we're definitely not picking these up anymore. I would, but this slow season, I want to pick up all the high-end cards because people are getting rid of their cards now. And I noticed on Facebook Market it fluctuate of resellers selling their ETB boxes as well. It's crazy. I'm picking up as well some few ETB boxes, and what I want to do the next trade night, I want to actually vendor at one of the show and utilize that show to pick up cards. I'll bring all my high-end cards, my $50 to $100 cards, my vintage, and trade those in for bulk unwanted rare EX, GX. I'll take all those dollar cards and then list them here on eBay for $2.90 or whatever, and that's what I want to do. Moving the high-end cards are always a little harder, but people are always willing to take trades, so that's what I want to utilize the trade nights and stuff like that, is to trade in their bulk unwanted cards. And that's also what I'm doing with my ATBs, my booster packs, I buy them, trade them in, and yeah, that's kind of the trick that I'm sharing everybody here. So we're gonna organize this. So so these are all mega. Nope, these are black bolt. So black bolt, very kind of mix. It kind of mix. Yeah, I'm not really worried about shifting this right now. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull all the AI will fix and solve this issue problem. We're just gonna pull the reverse hollow and hollow. This is already labeled, so I really appreciate that. So this is labeled, so that's reverse hollow. This is also reversed. This is regular hollow, so I can put that on my right side here. This is also hollow. So the person who sold this to me already organized it. White flare, reversed trainer, not much, just a handful. Hollow, we got tons of hollow. We want hollow, we don't want reverse. We got so much reverse. The value on reverse for some reason went down, well, except for 151. If you find 151 Machamp and Machoke, they're actually like $12, believe it or not. So pick those up when you can. Okay, again, we're gonna go through. We're gonna start with the foil type. Again, these are all reverse, it seems like, right? I think they're all reversed. Good thing I have lighting. See here, I think these are all reversed. Yep, it's all reversed. Put that on the side. Yeah, all reversed. Except this one, this is hollow. I put that on the side. I think these are all hollow right here. Oh, nope, never mind, take it back. There's some reverse mix into this. Got some reverse in here. Having the light, it's so good because I get to see the foil on these cards. They're all reversed. Yeah, good. Put that on the side. Yeah, and I think these are all reversed now. Yeah, all reversed. So the person actually organized this, which is really good. He might have shifted this and took some of the good cards or the playset cards, which is completely okay for me. I don't care. I got this very cheap. So all right, so we got all the reverse hollows here they are. We're gonna play with these first. This is black bolt, white flare, white flare, white flare. Cool. What to do? Well, let's go ahead to make this a lot easier for us. I actually want to do this first. Get rid of all the trainer first. Get rid of it. You know. What we're gonna do. Move the trainers. Look how quick I am doing this, guys. Not that hard. You don't need an expensive $30,000 machine to do this. All you need is efficiency, techniques to everything. You might miss one or two, which is completely okay, because again, the way how we set this up, we're gonna go through it again after this. We're just getting rid of the trainer to make it a lot easier for us to shift all the cards from element type. As I showed you guys a while ago, seeing how quick it took me to do that. It took me 20 minutes to do 700 plus. It's very easy. Trainer. More trainer. Alright, cool. We're done with those ones. Alright. Get a bulk of black bolt here. Yeah, the guy who did this, you know, really took care of his card. Give him respect for that. I also added his store, so I definitely want to buy from him again. Grab the box. Let me grab this box right here. Put that box in there. Now we'll just keep it that way. All right, let's do this. Okay, perfect. Auto type, archetype. Oop. You guys see me doing this? Dragon, butter. See how quick that is? Do this so many times, it's just muscle memory at this point. Now again, we don't have trainer anymore, so this is a lot easier. We miss one or two, that's fine. All right, easy day. Okay. Actually, this could be an AMSR, dude. The sound is actually very soothing. Oh, we missed one trainer. Cool. Bro, we're almost done. And it's only been 5 minutes. We started doing this. This batch. Wrong side, buddy. Squeeze this a little bit to the side so they can breed. There we go. Other type. Cool, cool, and cool, and cool. Nice. I'll put this together for the next batch. There you go. Get those done. Let me move this card corner here. It's actually refreshed our eBay store. Yep, same. Don't keep doing that, by the way. I'm doing that for the purpose of the video, but don't do that, by the way. Don't get too distracted about what's sold today. Just, it's business, so the more you think about it, the more it starts to become chaotic, and you know, it's better to just put all the stress and that time to just do the business. Just keep listing, keep organizing your stuff, and keep learning what work and don't work. That's where I put all my stress. I'm doing this for the purpose of the live stream. But don't do that. Don't go out, keep on looking at your store, looking at what sell, didn't sell. That's fine. Just let it sit there. It's going to sell. In my own opinion, in my experience. It's just a matter of waiting. If I could do, even with the time that I do this, the 2 hours I do a day, and just making $60 on my slow days, I'm happy. I'm fine. But yes, we want to hit $80 to $100 and up a day, but still happy with the amount that we had affiliate that we made the last few days. I know it's slow day, but normal. Even the rich has to deal with slow downtime. This market's always not gonna be the same, and that's when we comes in and we take advantage of that. Gonna keep buying all the high-end cards and let that sit in my store at least 10% higher the market, and let it sit there for the next couple of months. Eventually someone's gonna come in and buy those. It's kind of been my experience within the last years of selling in eBay. Things are not gonna sell the next day sometime, and completely okay. And again, these are Pokemon cards, right? You know, we have space to keep collecting Pokemon cards. We have room. We were collecting high-end goods. Like when I was doing clothes for a year, we ran out of space. We literally had to get a storage unit. And then I started my job and I got rid of all those clothes. In September 2nd, I wanted to do something else, something fun, something I truly enjoy without killing my bank. And here we are today. eBay. Back to eBay again, selling Pokemon cards. I do collect other cards, not just Pokemon, and I'm not listing them because I'm buying them cheap. I bought a whole, boxes of Lord of the Ring cards. I'm keeping them till I have time, till I'm tired of Pokemon, and will use those cards to list on my eBay store. I follow a reseller on eBay, and I watch his store, and he sell everything, but all cards, all vintage cards to random cards from. He even sell like stamps, and he sell them every day. It's crazy, and he made sales. He had 30 plus items in his store, and they're just small little items that he could put on a small little bookshelf. And if he could do that without having to sell high-end clothes or shoes or whatever it might be, I'd rather do that. And that's why I collect every cards. Every time I'm at the flea market, I find some in eBay or Facebook, or I see some cards. People are getting rid of cards for cheap, a bulk of 1,000 for 2-3 cents a card. Why the fuck not? You know, I'll take it and let it sit in my storage for a year or so. Once Pokemon slows down and whatever it might be, I'll come back to that and start listing them on my eBay store. And now watching his store daily, because I love looking at it. I love looking at his store and the way how his store is set up. It just motivate me having to see how he evolved his store to something so much better, and compare my store to his store. And I use that as a power pillar, as a motivation, rather than comparisons of jealousy or whatever it might be. I look at it as that, man, inspiration, you know. That's literally what I'm doing. Taking his ideas and flipping it to something that works for me, you know. The free mentorship. And I watch his store every day. It's crazy. Like when I'm eating lunch or breakfast, I always like to look at what's sold on his store today. And the guy made probably at least $200-300 daily on his store. There's no way for us to see the statistics or the charts. We get to see what's sold on his store, but I usually count, and usually the first 50 pages is sold out. So if you do the math and you do 160 each cards, right? Let's say he sell the cards at 160 and you make a profit of 40 cents or 45 cents of each of those cards. Do the math, right? I'm bad with math, but that's a lot of money, you know? And he probably do minimal work because everything is run to a machine. He probably use AI also to generate his title and stuff like that, like I do. And he probably, you know, probably do the same thing, 2 hours, 3 hours a day of doing this. There's so many tools now out there to make your life a lot easier. That's exactly why I'm doing this, is because I put so little time on doing this that, you know, I don't mind doing it at all, comparing to like when I was selling clothes, shoes, electronics and stuff like that. It took so much time. I had to clean, I had to, you know, it was just a lot harder than selling smaller items like this. But like, yeah, I always like to look at what other things that I could pick up and sell that's small, easy to inventory. Cards, stamps. What's the other thing that he sells? Another one. There's just a bunch of vintage stuff, like even Looney Tune, cartoon. He sell it all. And it's pretty crazy how you can make profit from small little things like this. There's, you know, like what this YouTuber always tell me, there's a niche or a market for everybody. It's just a matter of when that item is going to sell. Are you willing to sit on that item for a year before it sells? I don't mind. There's very small items. Like literally I could do 30,000 on my inventory, but I'm not going to go over that. 20,000 is, I think, where I'm at right now. That's where I want to be. But yes, I think that there's a great way to definitely make a lot of money, you know. Like the first September, and early November, like the amount of money that I spent so far in this store, the money that I invested so far is about $1,300, and I have already made, and this is how much I made here, guys. I've already made $4,000 or $5,000. I've already made $4,000 or $5,000. $5,000. Oh look, I sold 5 more. Yeah, I'm already at. You can see it. You guys can see it here. So we made $8,000 sales. A net sales at 4,500. So as you can see that I've already turned my $1,300. We're at $64 now, guys. We made some sell. Pretty good. Yeah, I think it's super great for only 2 hours of work a day. So I go to work, go to my normal job for 8 hours, right? The remote job. I come home, I do packing, and then I do listing. I take photos. That's exactly what I do every day. I do that about for 3 hours a day. Then dinner, you know. The weekend, I take it a little slow. Just mainly just organize items, organize my store, making sure everything is good, you know. Because I got a whole entire inventory at the back of my garage that sitting outside and making sure they don't get rained on. Of course, this last few days I've been buying a lot of items, been buying a lot of cards as well. I am at this low now. I'm not picking up anymore. I'm only picking up high-end cards now. And I want to invest $1,000 end of this month on just buying unwanted, rare, you know, and vintage. And that's what I want to invest on my store. All the regular, all the hollows, reverse hollow, the bulk lot that I bought, those I'll shift those at some point in the future and takes all the trainers and all the playset cards. And yeah, we'll work with it. All the yellow tab cards, those I'm already keeping them on the inventory. I'm already, you know, we'll work on those at some point. But yeah, so that's kind of how I treat it. Time is, you know, it's where we comes in. Once the time is right, eventually these cards will go up. People's gonna start, you know, working on there's always gonna be a new buyer trying to work on his master set, and when that day comes, they'll find our store. That's the key. That is the key. So don't slip on it. But yeah, if I do find bulk lot for like $10 for 3,000, I'll buy it. But I'm not gonna go out my day every day looking for a I'm not gonna go out every day looking for bulk common uncommon cards. I don't think there's any trainer on. Wow, I think he shifted the trainers on the white flare, black bolt. You see there, no trainer. Wow, okay. Yeah, he might have shifted this one and took all the trainer. Unless there's no trainer on. Oh, there's no way. There are trainers on these. Yeah, he shifted the trainers on these. Okay, cool. Well, makes it doesn't well. It's not cool because I wanted the trainers. There might not be no. I don't think there's trainers on white flare. Oh well, I don't know. I could be wrong. All right, back to shifting the water type, fire, dark, psychic, boom. The more you do this, is so much easier, guys. Like, don't baby these cards. I mean, come on, man. They're not mint. They're gonna be near mint. Oh, what? Stop babying it. Sure. You know, we're throwing it, whatever. But time is money, and money is time. Understand? And at the end of the day, we're still treating it nice, and we're not like, you know, dumping it or abusing it or whatever. We're just doing it this way, respectfully. See there, not doing any damage on these cards. Boom. Fire, grass, grass, grass. Water, dark, dark, water, psychic. Right? It's crazy, right? That's so perfect example right there. We just make $64 just now. So we still got about 6 hours to go before the end of the night. So let's hope that goes back up. I hope we can get more sales. But don't do what I'm doing. I'm doing this just for the video or the stream. So don't go out looking at your store, every 15 minutes. It's just don't do that. Just don't do it. Use that energy on working on your store, listing items. And sit on your. I also put timers when I'm working. I put 20 minutes on, listing, 20 minutes on shipping. Those two, because then I slack off. Once I sit on my chair, I end up watching YouTube videos or scrolling. It takes so much time and energy. I just miss out on the most important part. And when I could be doing this right now. That's why I want to start live streaming, because I am forced to do this. I'm forced to actually do all of this because, I'm trying to create a content or create some sort of, for me to look back through and say, okay, what I slacked on during that time of that year. But yes, don't slack off. Consistency is key. Yes, take breaks, but don't slack off. When you have time, use that time on something that's gonna benefit you and your business. That's my recommendation. By the way, everything just go all at once. Look, once I put it all together like this as a ball, everything just kind of just go together. Look, I just use my hand. Look, they all just go together. No, it doesn't damage the card. So you can see the pile right here. I'm just gonna grab them on the side like this, and then I'm gonna flip them, and they all just kind of just ball up. And look. See, it's crazy. So yeah, we're almost done. Yeah, so don't slack off. When you have time, use that time on something that's gonna benefit you in your business. Take breaks, yes. Don't slack off. Speaking of break, I'm planning on going to Orlando sometime next month to go visit my lawyer. Missed her. She's like a mother to me, so I'm gonna go say hi to her, and hopefully she's doing well. And yeah, take her out on a date. I'm bringing my wife with me as well. Take her on a date. Spend the holiday on the snow because we missed the snow. After I got out of the Marine Corps, came home, and we've been here in Hawaii for 2 years now. And it's been a while since I've seen the snow, so kind of miss it a little bit. Especially during this holiday, I think it's the best time to go out and do that and play with the snow with the wife. Get me? There's nothing more fun than playing with Pokemon cards. Today we got a pull pack. I know it's Saturday, but we're still gonna pull orders because we could catch up. We have so much orders, guys. It's crazy. I'm always at 100 orders every day. That's how crazy it is, guys. So right now I did 70 orders today. I shipped it 70 orders. So we're at 58 right now. 58 orders, but how many cards? That's the question, right? Because there's 58 orders there. It doesn't mean there's 58 one singles. It's like this example here. This is one order. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, you guys can't see it. My bad. But yeah. Oh man. I'm probably gonna be pulling another hundreds of cards again. Whatever, Buttercup. And it's annoying. What's going on? Yo, Senator Ari. Well, I'm just kind of chatting here on Discord and YouTube and Twitch. Just going through the new hobby, the new business that I've been working with within the last 2 months. I started in September 22. As you can see on my chart on the right hand side of the screen there, it has been great, man. With a minimal of 2 hours of work doing this daily, it had been something that I would never thought it was gonna work. I wanted to do this first and see where this thing goes, and then 2 months later, it's crazy. I know we're in the slow season, but yet it's been amazing, Ari. Like we've been up to about $180 to $200 daily on sales, profiting about $100 to $80 daily within the last couple of weeks. We had our slowdown. Holiday season is always a little slow. I sell them in singles, yes, and I do 4 times, like for play sets. And I started this last week. I'll sell play sets at 4 for $2.40 free shipping. And yeah, I sell mainly singles, Senator. But I mean, it's been fucking crazy, man. I told her why this is insane. Like, I do 2 hours of this after work, and I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun doing it as well. And man, it's just been amazing, man. I have my own pieces as well, my personal collection, and I keep them there. And I use my personal collection to trade bulk. I was picking up lots of bulk stuff. And right now, I just been listing hollow, reverse hollow, and they've been working so well. The amount of people building their master set or picking up, a card for their play sets, and it's just, I don't know. I mean, I look at my charts. That just shows. And so far, I have invested about $1,300 on my eBay store, and I had made over $8,000 sales. $8,000 sales since September 22, and it has been great. Last month, generate this for you. So this is the last month, 5,000, and then if we do the quarter, I think we'll add it all together. Oh, that's not it. Look at how I do this. We're out more than that. That's just how did I do this a while ago? Oh yeah, we're at about 8,000 sales. Net profit 4,500. We haven't made where are we now? We're about one more week till we hit 2 months. So right now we started October. So yeah, we're pretty close. I do this just to chat with people and kind of share what I've been doing in my hobby or my business. And I don't just sell Pokemon as well, guys. I sell electronic as well in my store, but mainly Pokemon now. I'm transitioning to just mainly old vintage cards. I collect other cards as well, not just Pokemon cards. But right now, Pokemon card is working really well in our store, so I'm not transitioning other TCG in my store until the slowdown. Then we have a lot of vintage Star Wars wrestling cards that I bought. Those we will eventually, once we have time, we could put those on my store. But right now, I'm happy with my store right now. But yeah, Ari, how you been doing, man? What you been up to? I haven't played game for a while, dude. I'll hop in and play, one game or 2 game here and there, but it's been a while since I really invested time on gaming. I'd love to do that, but this new hobby and business has just been so good, man. I'm looking forward to do this reverse. What is that reverse hollow doing here? I'm looking forward to do vending as well. I talked about that a while ago. I want to start doing that once I got more cards to trades or sell. Crazy, right? I mean, we're at about an hour so far since we started the stream. We already done 2 boxes of sorted cards, and I think this is what we're gonna do every time we stream. Is and these are some of these cards are reverse hollow. Did we miss some? They're all reverse hollow. You know what? We double check this. Reverse hollow. You see it, there's some. Wait a minute. Okay, these are hollow. Okay. Yeah, I've been doing all right. Haven't been playing much games either. Mostly watching YouTube and shit. I'm quite the same, man. Something happened after I started working. I got busy and I flew out to Guam in Saipan, and I spent about 2 months off island. And ever since then, man, I just got very, I don't know. I just, gaming just really fell off for me for a little while, and I wanted to find something else. And I started kind of just investing on, business, trying something different. And then I started dealing with eBay. I did eBay before, and I started doing eBay, collecting video games. I did that many years ago. I was like, what else could work? And I started watching YouTube videos, and I pulled out my Pokemon cards that I had for many years, and I posted those on eBay, and then it's crazy how quickly it started selling. So I was like, you know what? Let's experiment and let's try buy bulks of singles, and that's what I did. And then September 22, just 2 days later, my eBay store started growing. Like, it's crazy how much it had grown. And I told her, why I'm gonna keep doing this. And now, again, this is part-time. I do this about 2 hours a day to 4 hours a day. So I don't really, shoot myself on just doing this, because I have other hobbies, right? But man, it's just been so good. It's just been so good. I've been to a couple of trade nights and made some trades and bought a lot of cards. I hope to do whatnot and other stuff as well in the future. It's another thing that I want to do. Ride it to the moon. Yeah, man, that's what I'm gonna do, man. We'll see how things goes. I'll follow, like I was saying a while ago, I followed this other seller, and I watch his eBay store. This dude, all he does is sell cards, not just Pokemon, but he sell all type of vintage cards. And this dude sell probably about $300 to $400 of just these random cards. It's crazy. And I was like, dude, that's exactly where I want my store is to be in the next couple of years. So I chat with him here and there, and I want my store to be like that. So right now my goal is $80 a day, $80 to $100 a day. So that's about 130 net, 130 sales, and $80 to 110 net sales. And I'm happy with that. With the $1,000 that the $800 to $1,000 that I spend a month on this business, to turn that and flip that to $4,000 or $5,000 a month, that's freaking great, man. Where can you find that with this time of year? It's I could sit my ass down and just play video games and live stream and make nothing. But I'm not gonna do that when I could just do this live stream and talk about the market and talk about like people's hobby, and we could still talk about video games because I love video games. But I'd rather do this than playing video games for now. Taking a break from video games was the best thing for me. I love video games, not gonna lie to you. I still play here and there, play Humanity, Daisy, hop into Mortal a lot. I played Arc Raiders a little bit. Every time I sit down and play video games, Senator, I get bored right away, man. I get back to my eBay. That's exactly what I've been doing lately. I know it's not very consistent, but you know. All right, let's see here. We got all these white flare. You see, this is mixed. They're not all reverse hollow. I think we're gonna have to do this. Exactly what I'm doing, Aries. Just riding it to the wind, man. I'm just riding it to the wind. We reach the moon. And when things don't go, you know, go well, let's fall back and look at what we could do to improve. That's the most important thing, is learning, you know. That's everything. I always tell people, find some sort of skill, some tools you could use to improve yourself, and that's everything. Want to be a carpenter? Master that. Find what works, do what you like doing within the field. Want to be an electrician? You know, that works too. You want to add extra elements? Maybe you want to do HVAC or plumbing in the other side of the end. You do that too. Let's just, I don't know, man. Education is free, and I always preach this. Education is free. There's so many ways to learn. The internet is there. ChatGPT, so many great AI. Use them as a power pillar. You know, I know you hear a lot of negativity about AIs taking over the world and jobs and stuff. Who cares? Use it. Use it as a tool. Maybe master it and take advantage of it. You know, maybe you'll be the AI expert that will maintain AI for the organizations or the company. You know, something like that. You know, eventually AI will take portions of jobs out there. Sure. What you gonna do about it? It's crying about it. Take advantage of it. Use it. Master it, you know. That's what I'm doing. Taking classes on AI and using it as a tool to improve my everyday life, you know. That's what I'm doing. Alright, we got a bunch of reverse here. We're gonna split the reverse, the hollow. We're gonna put the hollow on the side for now. We're not gonna play with those. And this is all the reverse. Alright, we got the grass type here. Let's just double check, making sure we didn't miss any. As you can see here, there's a bunch of hollow. And the main reason why we need to sort the hollow and reverse hollow is because when I'm using AI, the AI don't pick it up sometime, and yeah, it can't extract the what you call it, the structure or the element of the card, but it can't extract the text and stuff like that. So make it easier for us when we're dealing with this. That's all reverse hollow. Perfect. We'll just put that on top then. It's really good seeing you, Ari. Miss you, man. You know, things has changed. I saw, you know, you'll still see me here and there play video games. Trust me. Right now, let me enjoy this and let me ride into this, because I am having a lot of fun doing this, and I hope I could spread that awareness to, you know, people find hobbies that they could truly enjoy. And there's nothing wrong about playing video games. Playing video games is what got me into a lot of things where I am today. And you know, growing up, you'd hear negativity about playing video games, like, oh yeah, it's not gonna get you anywhere. It taught me a lot of lessons, codings, and you know, I wouldn't be the position I am in the cyber network world today, dealing with IT infrastructures and stuff like that, if it wasn't for gaming. Because without my passion on video games, I would have not been where I am today. That's why it's very important that, you know, always appreciate the things that you have done. Don't listen to other people. If you're happy with what you're doing, stick to it, you know. Okay, cool. Now we're working with normal type and metal type. Up all the metal type there. Many metal type on this era. Thing else with dragon type. They're not very popular for some. Alright. Once we're done with this, we're gonna end the stream and I'll call the wife, making sure she's okay. Could be out of work now. Cool. Alright. White Flare sells really good. Destined Rivals sells as well, guys. Any holo reverse holo from Destined Rivals, they always sell in my store. I always pick them up every time I see them posted online. But yeah, pretty cool, right? Okay, let's see. We got, okay, beautiful. Here we go. We got a bunch of holos and reverse holos again in here. They kind of mixed together, not good. Let's see here. Good thing I have the lights. The light. I think all the white flare are all holo, and all the black bolts are all reversed. I think that's what it is. See here, all this white flare. Right. All reversed. Yep. Just the white flare. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, this is gonna make it a lot easier for us, I think. All we gotta do is just pull all the white flare and move them off the way. See here, these are all holo. These are reversed. We still do need to separate this though by type. Yeah, I think this was shifted. I think he took all the reverse out of the white flare. Alright, cool. Just put that on the side. And now these are all reverse. This is gonna make it a lot easier for the AI to pick up. And it's easier for us to organize it this way when we're putting on the inventory. So this is how you want to organize it. This is exactly how, you know, you should be doing it, really. No other way. Some people like to do it alphabetical orders. I don't. It just takes so much more time. You're gonna have to sit down, and I don't. I put them all in one box like this, and you know, make sure that they're all in orders by type and by foil, and then yeah, and it always worked. It always had worked. And then every time it's, you know, start to slim down, I'll just add more cards in there. That's how we do it. Efficiency is key. Time is key. We don't have a lot of time, especially we're selling these cards so cheap for $1.60, and we're starting to build up so much orders. Like 100 orders daily is just pretty insane. You have to sit there and you got to sit there and shift them all together. It's just not fun. Yeah, I've been doing all right. Do you run through a machine? No, I don't run through a machine. I don't. I ran the bulk of images when I stake. I run, well, when you say machine, you're talking about like my printer. I don't run it on a printer. I run it on a different type of system. I use photograph. I photograph them all automatically. I have a machine that I'd worked on with another engineer from Etsy. What the machine does is it auto take photo the cards, and at the same time it auto push the cards in batch, and then it take a photo of 100 cards, and it'll make like a sound. And I don't take picture of the back of the card, just the front, because again, these are $1.60. I'm not gonna take the time to take picture of the back of these cards. It's just not worth the time. Again, the way how I treat this business time and efficiency is where I pick this business. They're $1.60 at the end of the day, and they're still near mint to mint condition. So there's no point of me taking a picture of the back, and it has worked well. I could take a picture of the back, but I'm not gonna do that. Take more time. Do I want to do this in a machine at some point in the future? Nah. I like the way how I'm doing it now. I'm not gonna spend a $30,000 machine to do this. No. I think the way how I'm doing it now is way more efficient, to be honest. Like watching all these YouTubers and looking at their store, comparing it to mine's, I'm pretty close. And I started this in September, and I'm looking at their store. I'm at 10,000 items now in my store, and they're at about 30 to 20,000 items. And I have not been having any issue with the way how I'm listing and taking photos of my cards. And I can show you. Senator. Let me show you how my store looked like. My storefront here. All right. I'll make a copy of this. Oh, I show you. So this is my store, and as you can see, it's been very slow. Slow sales. But it's okay. That slow sell is okay. It happens. We made $63 so far. We still got about 5 hours before the end of the day. Okay, so this is my store, and we could go here to my. I'm top rated seller, by the way. A top rated seller. And this is how my store looked like. This is how my photos look like. All right. And I have them all crafted. I use a bulk machine to craft the cards. This is how it looks like, and I edit the photo and make it a little bit more bold and easy to look at. So when you look at this card, right, and people go out to look for this card, and let's say reverse hollow, when people go out to search for pincer, and I'm also promoting at 5%, when they go here and they look for best match, and let's say buy now, then free shipping, right? My card is the first one that shows on the screen. And look, my card is a lot way more saturated because I put time and effort to make it look good. So when people scrolling, they're looking at my cards and they see my card, yeah, sure, $1.60, and then I'm promoting at buy 3 get 1 free here. People is gonna be like, oh, well, let me just finish my master set at this guy's store. Let me buy 20 items from this guy. So they go here and they're like, oh, damn, looks good. It looks minty. I could read the cards. They'll come here and they go to my store and they'll add this in the cart, right? They go to my store and then they come here and they go, well, I need a let's look at what kind of Pikachu this guy has. And they come here and they see all this Pikachu and they're like, oh, well, that's not a Pikachu. I messed that up. I deal with so much card. Like, see, there's a mess up with everything. There's a bunch of Pikachu here, right? There's also a Magikarp. Oh, I think why? Oh wait, hold on. Best match. There we go. That's why. And then they come here and they look at here and they see Pikachu's. Yeah. Look at all the Pikachu here. I think this is Japanese Pikachu. Yeah. But this is how I started. September. I just take a photo of the card. This is exactly how I started with. I just take a picture of the card on a white paper. It's so blurry. It's crazy. And it worked out. I think it worked out. And then I was like, you know what? Let's try to be efficient and see what we could do. And I started experimenting with different tools. And I was an engineer when I was in the Marine Corps, so I always like to innovate. I always like to look at what I could do to make my job a lot easier. And that's what I did. And I started putting it in a small little scanner, and I wanted to see if I could make this automated, and that's what I did. And I was looking at Etsy, and I was looking at for automated card lighter, and I found this one dude that was creating automated lighter, and I told him, can you make something like this? And he's like, oh yeah, it's pretty easy, man. And he made one for me, and I bought two just in case one breaks. And yeah, so now I do this automated, excuse me. And it's automated, and I take a photo about 1,000 cards every. It takes me about 30 minutes to 40 minutes to take a photo of 1,000 cards. So it's pretty good. Yeah, this is my storefront. This is exactly how my store look like. Yeah, I get about 100 to 200 feedbacks every day. I'm top rated. I have one negative review yesterday, and I have one negative review from early this year, excuse me. So I'm at three negative review because of that one negative review that I got today. We make mistakes, and I covered that as well. We made mistakes. I respond to the mistake as well. The card that I listed, unfortunately, it got sent into the batch with the near mint. It was one of the vintage cards, and it looked like it got shifted in there. It was a mistake. So I gave him a refund. I full refunded the entire thing, and still got a negative feedback. You can't satisfy everybody. People are always gonna be the way they are. I think that's how I see it, and that's how a lot of other eBay resellers, YouTubers out there that talks about is there's always gonna be a bad apple. You can't always satisfy everybody, and I get it. They were not happy. They were unsatisfied. It's okay. So I refunded the full price, and I told him, hey man, we're sorry. And even offered to see if he want anything else in the store, and no response. I have even also stated in my description that sometimes we'll make mistakes, but nobody by the way, another thing, nobody reads descriptions. 99%. No one care about the description of the item. No one's gonna read it. So there's no point of making your I'm gonna show you my my personal trade binder, by the way, in a second here. No one's gonna nobody's gonna read the description. My years of selling on eBay, selling electronics and clothes, always. And also I'm actually gonna stop doing free returns. I'm gonna stop. I think at this point, just because eBay is always gonna back up the buyers. If they don't like the items, you want to return it, they're always going to back them up no matter what. But the best part about with no return is they'll pay for it instead of you paying for it. So they're unsatisfied. As long as you put in the description, eBay will back you up as long as it's described. eBay will back you up with that term, but 90% of chance at the time eBay will still help the buyers, but they will pay. They'll have. I think there's a certain way. I think they take a small percentage of. They'll pay you a small percentage of the return. I don't think they could fully return the full refund. Let's say they buy an item, they just don't like it, and there's no discrepancy of the items. They could return it, and eBay could accept it, but they won't get the full price. All about the photos, huh? It is. It's all about the photos, man. It's all about the photos. I mean, I even describe, like, people come here to look at it, right? Let's look at some vintage cards. It's not vintage. Let's look at here. Let's look at, like, here for example. It's not vintage, but when you come here and you look at it, you expect to look at it, right? Sure, the back might be a little questionable, right? And if the back is good. So I follow eBay condition. So um, people don't look at that. When they look at a card like this, they expect this card to be mint, right? They expect this card to be mint. So you see that little dot that's right there down there on the bottom of the card. You can see it, right? They would still complain about this and say, "Oh, that's not near mint. That's light play." No, Donkey Kong. If you read the item disc or the eBay condition or the TCG condition, that's still near mint. But again, everybody has their ways of conditioning their card. I think Donkey Kong's pissing me off. I think people, that's the thing that we try to preach with seller is don't keep letting people tell you what a condition of a card, if that is what the TCG condition criteria say, is stick to that, because it's becoming to a pain where people are starting to call a, back in the days, a light play card moderately played or heavy played. Like, people are starting to downgrade cards into a term of its condition, which is not good. Like, some people, like even here, like if it's a little bent, for example, this was a little bent, this is still near mint, you know, still near mint. It might be a little bent, like it's not straight, but it's still near mint. But there's a lot of buyers out there who will call this as hard play or damage. Like, don't sell out from those guys, because those are the guys are ruining the hobby, I think. Donkey Kong, you know. Oh, let me show you my PC real quick, brother. What do I do with these, man? Because these are, all right, you know what I'm gonna do, this is why you need a top loader, boys. Put a top loader there. Next time we come back to this and take photos, we know which one is which. Easy. Oh yeah, I'd like to show you this as well. I think this is nice. So this is how, oh, hold on, my wife is calling me. Hold on, boys. I think my wife's gonna kick my ass. Hey mommy, I'm live streaming. Oh my god, my wife told me there's a trade night at the Boba store. I think I'm gonna stop by there and bring my PC. Perfect timing. Wait to end the stream. All right, let me show you guys. And also, my dog is starting to get hot, so I'm gonna take him outside. You still there, Senator? Dude, I just call you Donkey. I'm sorry, dude. So this is my tray binder, or like my PC binder, and this is where I keep all of my stuff. So I got Miriam. I think Miriam went up too. This is from Scarlet and Violet. I think she's about, $20 now, but she's up there. And then Penny, she's like $8, I think. Yeah. Dude, is that that's my brother. Dude, hold on. Yeah, this is my PC, man. Nothing fancy in here. Well, you know, there are some. By the way, the buddy buff puffin, pretty good stuff. Got War Turtle. Oh. Got a bunch of Blastoise here. Yeah, the gold. I think there's a promo. I think was it this a promo? No. It's one of the pull from Scarlet and Violet as well. I guess I'll go to that trade and hang out there. Yeah, Charizard. I think this is like $100 now. Yep. Dude, this card is so cool, man. I don't know why it's not very popular. I think popularity on this card will eventually come. Oh man, that's such a beautiful card. Also, this in English has went up. So I'm picking them up every time I see them. I picked this up in English the other day and I already sold it. So, it's my trade binder. I got a bunch of Charizard. Oh yeah, me and the wife pulled this the other day as well. Ultras. We pulled this on the Destined Rival, I think. Was it Mega? Oh, it was on the Destined Rival. And what else do we got? Oh yeah, Gengar. Pretty cool shit, right, boys? Nice. I gotta edit this video tomorrow, guys. So synchronize this and make this a little smaller. This is gonna be on YouTube. Yeah, another Gengar. Beautiful. What else do we got? This Charizard pulled the other day as well. Yeah, it's kind of a variety. The way how I did it is I had all the trainers in the front, water type. So I did all the I trade some here and here. Water type, and then I got earth type or fighting type here. Then I got grass type, and of course fire type in the middle. Then anything in the backhand side is just random stuff that I'm keeping. Got a Pikachu here. I think this Pikachu went up too. All the Pikachu is always going up. You know, you never go down. I got a Mew here. I also got a Gardevoir. That's gonna be pretty good. Oh, Slowpoke. Hey guys, you can't go wrong with Slowpoke, man. This thing always Cosmic Hollow. Pretty good stuff. What's with that? Commercial? What the hell? Alright. We got two of these Charizard, I think. Oh no, this is the dark type and there's the fire type. Yeah, got another Gengar. What else do we got before we head out? Oh, talk about vintage, right? The Dragonite. I'd always have this growing up. Always pick it up every time I see it for cheap. Oh, by the way, speaking of Pidgey, this Pidgey went up too. They used to be like $1. Now they're like $12 now. Oh yeah, Sleeping Eevee. Keeping that. Bunch of Pikachu in the backside here. Oh, yeah, I've been keeping these. These went up too. They're like $14, $15 now. They're probably even higher than that. The Lucario V-Star. Got a Charizard here and a Charmeleon here as well. Pretty cool. I got these vintage. They're like $30, $20 on eBay. These I found at the flea market many years ago. These are a bunch of vending machine stickers from Japan. People collect these and they grade them too. It's crazy. I kept them because last year when I was starting my eBay selling electronics, I was working on selling Pokemon. I wanted to list some of my collections, and I wanted to sell some of the stuff that I didn't want to keep anymore. I listed a whole bunch of them. I had about 100 of these vintage vending machine stickers from Japan, and I listed about a couple, and they sold within the next 2 hours. Dude bought the whole thing. So I was like, what's going on? So I paused all the other cards, and I wanted to do more research on it. Then to find out that those cards worth more than $5. They're actually worth $20, $30. So I decided to just keep it, and that's what I did. And kept it on my collections now / my trade binder. So okay, well I have to go. Thanks Harry for being here. Appreciate it. To everyone else, appreciate you guys being here. Always out here listening to me ranting on the things that I'm talking about. Sometimes they don't make sense, but really appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll catch up again soon, and I hope that I can show you guys and continue showing you guys the business. As you can see here, it has been really good within the um last 2 months. We hit some bad days, $43 here during uh excuse me, during Halloween, and then we got that two slow days today. Made 62 yesterday, and now we're at 64. We still got 5 hours before the end of the day here. So tomorrow we'll update you guys and see where we at. We had big sales though this month. November 10, $200, 184 in the ninth, and then on the 8th, 204. So pretty good. For a good 2 hours of work. I think this is freaking awesome. Um, and I hope to continue updating you guys, and hopefully we see some big updates in the next couple of days or so. So yeah, well, appreciate you guys all hanging out. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will maybe go live during the trade nights and show you guys what's going